Good morning, children. This is Pavani, teacher of English. I hope everybody is staying home, stay safe, stay well. And here, now I came here to explain third unit, the school life. Here, in everybody's life, the school life is very important. Sometimes it gives you happy memories and good memories, and sometimes it gives you bad memories. And here, in the face sheet, just observe it. A teacher is punishing a boy. Okay, why the teacher is giving punishment to the boy? Means I think the boy had done any mischievous things, or I think he did not do any work. Means homework he did not do. Sometimes if the student did not do any homework or mischievous things, if he do, then definitely the teacher punishes the student. And the teacher never give the punishment for her pleasure. Okay, for her pleasure. Okay, if the student do any mischievous things in the class, then only the teacher punishes the student. In the face sheet we can see the teacher is punishing a student. And the next one, third unit school life A reading, which titled as Swami is expelled from school. Here Swami is a small boy and Swami is expelled from school. Expelled means banish. Banish, which means force someone to leave a place. Okay, force someone to leave a place. Okay, Swami was forced to leave a particular place. What is that place? From school. Okay, Swami is expelled from school. And here, before starting of the lesson, let me give you a small introduction regarding the lesson. And here, this lesson was written by R.K. Narayan. And here, Swami is expelled from school. It is a novel, means Swami and his friend. It is an extract from the novel. Okay, as Swami is expelled from school, it is a extract from the novel, which is titled as Swami and his friends. And here, before Swami and his friends, they were playing in the playground. At the time, the pen means it's a frame which holds the glass. Okay, the frame was broken. Whose frame? That is the headmaster's pen was broken. Okay, then the next day what happened? That is the lesson we can find here. Yes. Now let's go to the topic. Third unit school life. A reading. Swami is expelled from school. The headmaster entered the class was slightly flushed face and hard ominous look in his eyes. Here the headmaster, the children, they sat in their places very happily, and at the time the headmaster entered that particular place to the class, Swami's class, then everybody shocked. And why? Because the headmaster's face was flushed. Flushed means here red and hot. Okay, his face is completely with full of angry. Means hard ominous look. Ominous means something indicating that something is going to be bad. Something is going to happen in a bad way. Okay, that is, we can find that ominous look in his eyes. Means whose eyes? Headmaster's eyes. Swaminathan wished that he had been anywhere but there at that moment. Oh, Swaminathan thought, oh shit, I was here. It is better if I go anywhere, if I will be there anywhere. He thought, but Swaminathan was there. He wanted to escape, but there is no chance because the headmaster entered now. The headmaster surveyed the class for a few minutes and asked, "Are you not ashamed of coming and sitting here after what did you do yesterday?" And here, he came to the class, the headmaster, and he is telling that to the student, "Won't you feel shame? Are you not getting any shame? What did you do yesterday? Okay, now you came to the class like an innocent boy and you sat. Everybody sat like an innocent boy. Won't you feel shame?" The headmaster scolded the children. Just as a special honor to them, he read out the names of dozen students also that he had attended the class. Means he surveyed the class and he observed that you get up, you stand up, you stand up, you stand up. Okay, like that, dozen students he made them to stand on the benches and asked them to stand on their benches. And first he has given the punishment to stand on the benches. He felt that punishment was not enough and asked them to stand on their desks. And here the principal thought, this punishment is not at all good. It is not at all sufficient for them. I would like to give you some more punishment. And here those who have stood here and the headmaster made them to stand on the desks. Swaminathan was among them and felt humiliated at that imminence. Here Swaminathan have self-respect and he felt so much bad to stand among them, and he felt so much self-respect and he couldn't bear the situation and he was humiliated. He feels humiliated. Humiliated means here he felt what is it? What does it call? Means he feels insult in front of the students. They were lectured. When it was over, they were asked of explanation one by one. And after that, the headmaster has given the lecture to them and asked them one by one, means what happened yesterday. And he would like to take the explanation from each one. What happened? Why didn't you come yesterday? One said, the first one said that he had an attack of a headache and therefore he couldn't come to school. Okay, he said that, sir, I felt a headache yesterday, sir, that's why I couldn't come, he said. And he was asked to bring medical certificate. And the headmaster asked, aren't you feeling good yesterday? Did you suffer with headache? Asked the headmaster. Then yes, sir, I suffered from headache, he said. Then the headmaster asked, okay, tomorrow bring the medical certificate, he said. The second said that while he had been coming to school on the previous day, someone had told him that there would be no school and had gone back home. And here the next one is telling that, sir, yesterday I was coming, sir. At that time somebody told me there was no school. That's why I went back, sir. The headmaster replied that if it was going to listen to every loafer who said there would be no school and deserved to be flogged. And he said, the headmaster scolded him, if any loafer says if there is no school, won't you rectify it? Won't you verify it? The school is there, if the school is working or not? The headmaster questioned him and he said that you are the deserved to flogged. Flogged means beat. And the headmaster gave the beatings to the student. Anyway, why did he not come to school? And you must verify it. And the boy did not answer for it. No answer. The punishment was pronounced, 10 days attendance cancelled and 2 rupees fine. And the whole day to be spent on the desk. Here for the second boy has given the punishment 10 days absent and 2 rupees fine. And the whole day the student must stood on the desk. The third said that he had an attack of a headache. And the first one, what did he say? And the first one said that he got some problem, and another one he said another problem is, what is the problem? He did not come because somebody said that there was no school. And the third one, he said that attack on his headache, means third said that, sir, I felt too much headache, sir, that's why I couldn't come. The fourth said that he had stomach ache, means the fourth one said, sir, I couldn't come, sir, because I got severe stomach ache, sir, severe stomach pain, sir. The fifth said, that fifth answer, it's a funny answer. He wanted to escape from the sir's words, but he couldn't. What happened for the fifth? What did the fifth student say? Just listen. The fifth said that his grandmother died suddenly just as he was starting for the school. Sir, yesterday I was started to come, sir. At that particular time, my grandmother died, sir, he said. The headmaster asked him if he could bring a letter from his father. And here the headmaster, really? Do you bring the letter from your father that your grandmother died? He asked the student. But the student letter? Sir, I had no father. Then who was his guardian? Then he asked, who is your guardian? Then he said, sir, my grandmother, his grandmother. But the grandmother was dead, wasn't she not? Then now you said, no, your grandmother died. Didn't she die? He asked that. It was another grandmother, sir. It is not that grandmother, another grandmother died. The headmaster asked, how many grandmother a person could have? What are you talking? A person, how many grandmothers could have? The headmaster questioned the student. And he did not say any answer. No answer. Okay, it's okay, no problem. Could he bring a letter from his neighbor? Okay, you don't have father to bring a letter. At least from your neighbor, you must bring a letter. He did not say any answer. No, I couldn't, sir. And what the reason? The headmaster, why couldn't you bring the letter from your neighbor? Then none of his neighbors could read and write. Sir, my neighbors, they couldn't read and write. They are illiterates. Because they lived in a illiterate part of Element Street. Element Street is the name of the street, Element Street. In that Element Street, nobody couldn't read and write, sir. Then the headmaster offered to send a teacher to this was a fact. Here, the headmaster decided to confirm whether it is correct or not, and he decided to send a teacher to confirmation. Yes, to his illiterate locality to ascertain from the boy's neighbor if the death of grandmother was fact. Okay, what the student is telling, if it is correct or not, I will send you a teacher. He said, the headmaster said that. A pause, and the children is hesitating what to say, and now the headmaster won't leave, and what should I say? He is thinking that. A pause, some perspiration means it's a sweat, okay, and a pause, some perspiration, and then the answer that the neighbor could not possible to know anything about it since the grandmother died in the village. Here, see how the boy is telling so many lies. Just observe it. And here, sir, it's not the teacher. If the teacher comes, it's not possible, sir. It's not in our place, in my village, sir. She was died in my village, sir. He said. The headmaster hit him on the knuckles with his cane, and the headmaster understood what he is telling. Those things are lies. So immediately he He beat on his knuckles. Knuckles, which is the joint part. Okay. On his knuckles with his cane, and called him street dog, and pronounced the punishment 15 days suspension. And here for the fifth boy, and here he what is the punishment? 15 days suspension. Okay, 5 boys finished. Now the turn came to the Swami. When Swaminathan's turn came, he looked around helplessly. Rajan sat on third bench in front and resolutely looked away. Rajan means it's the one of the characters in the novel. Okay, here we can find only name, but we cannot find any conversation which belongs to Rajan. Okay, and here Rajan sat just in front of him, and he is observing. Means who is that? Swaminathan observing the Sar's face. And he was gazing at the blackboard intently, and he was gazing at the blackboard continuously. Gazing means staring the board continuously. He is looking at the board, but at the blackboard of his head and pink ears were visible to Swaminathan, because all ears were completely it is visibly pink in color. Means the children's, okay, already Sar scolded him, no? So those ears completely became red in color, means pink in color, because of fear. Means, but at the back of his head and the pink ears were visible to Swaminathan. Means those ears were, he is able to see those ears. It was intolerable sight. Intolerable means it's the unbearable sight. He couldn't bear that sight. Now it's the turn came to Swaminathan. Swaminathan was in acute suspense lest that head should turn and fix its own eyes. He felt that he would drop from the desk on the floor if it happened, and he wanted to get down from the desk. Means he couldn't see that intolerable means intolerable sight. Means what is that sight? Means the students, they are having pink in color, yes, because of fear. If the Tsar gave the permission, immediately I would like to get down from the desk, he thought that. The pink ears, 3 benches of made him incapable speech. Means here incapable speech means he is observing each one's fear, and that made him incapable of speech. He cannot talk anything. If only somebody put a blackboard between his eyes and those pink ears. I mean, if anybody keep the blackboard in front of me from the boys, and then only my feeling of fear will go away. Unless that, I cannot bear this fear. And he said that. He was deaf to the question that the headmaster was putting to him. And the headmaster came to the Swami and he started some questions. A rap on his body from the headmaster's cane and brought him to himself. Immediately, he gave a tap on Swaminathan's body. And he is thinking something. Means when the headmaster came to the Swami, he was not there. He is in an unconscious mind, and immediately the headmaster gave a tap on his hand, means on his body. Immediately he came to himself. He came to that place. Then he asked the question. "Why did you keep away yesterday?" asked the headmaster. Looking up, Swaminathan's first impulse was to protest that he had never been upset. Here, the headmaster asked, "Why didn't you come yesterday? Where were you yesterday?" The headmaster asked. Then he wanted to say, "What? Sir, I was here, but every day, whenever I absent to the school, sir," he would like to say. But the attendance register was there. Okay, he is frequently absent to the school. So he wanted to say that, but he couldn't. He couldn't say any answer. First impulse was to protect that he had never been absent. He wanted to say, "Sir, I am never absent, sir. Every day I am a regular student, sir." He would like to say, but attendance register was there. Then another wanted to say, but he couldn't. What did he want to say? "No, sir. No, I was stoned. I tried to come, but they took away my cap and burnt it." "Sir, actually, I wanted to come to the school, sir, but somebody told me and somebody stoned me." Stoned means somebody throwing stones on me. Means somebody is throwing stones on me, sir, and the stones hurt me. So, though I tried to come, but they took away my cap and burnt it, and they taken my cap and they burnt it. In many strong men held me down when I tried to come, and so many strong men, they hold me very tightly, and they hold me very tightly and put me down, though I tried to come, sir, but they did not give any chance to come to school. Because why that was happened means when the great man sent to a Goel, means it is the time of freedom fight. Okay, at that times a great man sent to the Goel. Goel means it's a old English. Goel means a giant. So great man is a freedom fighter. So at that time he was arrested, sir. That's why the some mischievous things was going on. That's why somebody told me don't go away. And he wanted to say, though he did not say anything, "I am surprised to see you, a slave of the Englishman." Sir, at that time you were there, sir, as a slave of Englishman. Didn't they cut off? Dhakka Muslim. Is a Dhakka Muslim? It's a what is it? It is scolding word. It's a abusing word, and he is using here. Slaves of slaves. These were some disjointed explanation which streamed into his head, and which even Even at that moment, he was discreet enough to not to express. Okay, these things are streamed in his head. Okay, and I wanted to say this one, I wanted to say this one, I wanted to say. But he couldn't say any answer. He did not speak to the headmaster. These are the disjointed words. Means there is no full explanation. Okay, disjointed explanation. Those are streaming in his mind. He did not say any word to the headmaster. Yes, he had wanted to mention a headache, but he found to his distress that others beside him had one. Okay, and this one also not good. But he actually, the Swaminathan wanted to say another thing that sir, yesterday I was suffering from headaches, but another one already said no, so he couldn't say that. And everything, whatever the thing he did not say, he is screaming those things he wanted to say, but he couldn't. Those words not coming from his mouth because he is too much fear. The headmaster shouted, "Won't you open your mouth?" He brought the cane sharply down on Swaminathan's right shoulder. Immediately, he did not say anything. Means the Swaminathan did not say anything. No, immediately, "Won't you open your mouth?" And he tapped on his shoulder, right shoulder. Swaminathan kept staring at the headmasters with tearful eyes and massaging with his left hand spot where the cane was laid. Okay, and Swaminathan kept staring. It means he is not saying anything. Even the headmaster beating him, though he did not say any answer, and he was staring like that. And one more thing, and his eyes were full of tears. His eyes completely filled with tears, and he is massaging with his left hand spot where the cane lay. Means already the headmaster beat him, no? Then he is means he is massaging the spot. "I will kill you if you keep on staring without answering my question," cried the headmaster. Means here he is saying that I will kill you unless you say any answer. Say, speak out. The headmaster cried the headmaster. Here crying means screaming. Okay, he is not this crying. He is screaming on Swaminathan. Then, "I couldn't come," stammered Swaminathan. Stammered means hesitate in speaking. Means he couldn't say, the words couldn't come from his mouth with the fear. Then "I couldn't come," stammered Swaminathan. "Is that so?" asked the headmaster, and turning to a boy said, "Bring the peon." Here, okay, you didn't come. Okay, you didn't come. Means there is a reason. Okay, I will tell you the reason. Who said? The headmaster. And he called another boy, "Go and bring the peon." He said, the headmaster said, "Go and bring the peon." Swaminathan thought, what is going to ask the peon to thrash me? If he does any such thing, I will bite everybody with it. Okay, and here, what is going to happen? Swaminathan thinks that what is going to happen? He is calling the peon, and in front of the peon, will he beat me? And otherwise, will the peon beat me? He thought like that. The peon came. The headmaster said to him, "Now say what you know about this rascal on the desk." And here he called. The peon came. The peon entered the room, and he is asking. The headmaster is asking, "Say, look at the Swaminathan. What did he do yesterday?" Say. He asked the peon. Then the peon said. The peon eyed Swaminathan with a sensitive look and grunted and demanded, "Didn't I see you break the panes?" Now he revealed. The peon revealed that yesterday I observed. Yesterday I saw you broke the panes. Yesterday I saw you. Didn't I see you? And here the peon asked a question, demanded the Swaminathan. Swaminathan was in shock. Of the ventilators in my room, the headmaster with jest. Added the headmaster with jest. Okay. What the panes? That is my rooms. Okay. Just means that it means key, and it's like relish means enjoyment. Means with the another word he added. Those panes are my room. The headmaster was no chance to escape. There is no chance for Swaminathan to escape. Here there was no chance of escape. Swaminathan kept staring foolishly till he received another whack on the back. Means he is not saying any answer, no. Again he gave, the headmaster gave another whack. Whack means beat. Okay, on the back side he gave another whack. The headmaster demanded what the young brigand had to say about it. Means here, we know in the glossary, brigand means member of gang, bandits of thieves. Means here the member of thieves. Okay. Say anyone, why didn't he didn't say any answer? Say the brigand means all of the children, those who stood on the desks. There was nothing for it. He had unconsciously become defiant and did not care to deny the charge. When another whack came on his back, means he did not say any answer. So again the cane came to him. Means another beating he got it. He ejaculated means uttering any, what is that, uttering any explanation. He did not say any explanation and he ejaculated. Immediately he started crying and he ejaculated. He said very loudly, what did he say? Don't beat me, sir, it pains. And here he shouted at headmaster. It's not shouting, he cannot bear the pain. Then he said, don't beat me, sir, it pains. This, and headmaster thought that it was another invitation to the headmaster to bring down the cane four times again. Okay, then he said in that way, no, don't beat me, sir. Then the headmaster got furious. Again, immediately 4 raps he gave. Again and again, 4 times he gave. He said, keep standing here on this desk, staring like an idiot till I announce your dismissal. Okay, definitely I'll give you, suspend you. Definitely I'll suspend you from the school. Okay, until that you have to stand here on the desk. Every pore Swaminathan's body burnt with a touch of the cane. He had a sudden flood of courage, the courage that comes of desperation. Okay, and here the body completely burned. Completely, it's like it feels very burned. Okay, from the desperate means hopeless feeling. From that hopeless feeling, he restrained the tears that were threatening to rush out, jumped out, and grasping his books, rushed out, muttering, I don't care for your dirty school. And here, immediately the headmaster continuously beating, no, that he couldn't bear the pains. And immediately he took the books and what did he do? And he jumped from the desk and he is grasping his bag, means books. Okay, he is grasping his bag and rushed out. Muttering means whispering himself, saying in low voice. And what did he do? I don't care about school. It's a dirty school. I don't care for your dirty school. I won't study here. I'll go now. Okay, immediately he went away from the school. That is the story. Swami is expelled from the school. I hope everybody understood. Thank you. Have a nice day.